welcome everybody to Niranjan Media. It's my pleasure to have Peter alongside with me. Peter, how are you?
Fantastic, thank you, Robert. Great to see you once again.
Thank you so much. Peter, one of the greatest experienced guy over in Australia over the last 40, 50 years, Peter. You have a fantastic knowledge of cricket alongside with cricket. You have a good experience working at Coles, Fresh Produce.
Yes,
What's
indeed.
going on?
Yes. Oh, well, busy this time of year, January. Everyone likes to have their vegetables. Very important.
Really thank you for that because you made that time available for us to have something about the cricket.
Sure.
Okay, now today's topic is Australian cricket. Where is Australian cricket now going up?
Well, I think after this particular series, it's not to get too worried about the whole process. Test cricket goes on, and we're off to South Africa, I believe, next month.
All right,
need
Peter,
to acknowledge.
what is, I'd like to interview you because look at what's happening here. Australia, we know Australian cricket is so good.
Yes.
They have a brilliant attack.
Yes.
Pat Cummins, world number one test bowler.
Sure.
Mitchell Starc, Charles Hazelwood,
Yep.
and Nathan Lyon.
Yep.
So 3 and 1 spinner. These are the leading weapon for the Tim Painter's now.
Yep.
So what's happened, even the last time they came India here, they beat Australia 2-1. And before the series started, the great cricket experts say that India going to lose the series by 4-0 or 2-1, whatever.
Right.
And all the things now went down as wide because Indians too good. They deserve to win.
Oh,
By
definitely.
The way they play.
Definitely.
Because they play like
A team.
team, yes.
They play like a team.
Really what happened in the Adelaide Oval. See,
Yeah.
Australia was too good at a pinball test. I'm pretty confident that even Australia playing with any other country, they're gonna win the pinball test. I don't know what's the situation, what's a team that have been on the pinball test.
Yep.
But once you come to the day match, with the real test, red ball,
A real test, yeah.
it is very hard to look at what happened in the Melbourne because India, as soon as like Virat Kohli departs on the first test,
Yep.
India been like up and down. So been 36 all outs, things happening here and there. Experts saying that the media is all over the Indian cricket, and
Sure.
from that situations to now the winning the series is something extraordinary that India did in this particular season.
They did.
This summer. Now the question is, Peter,
Yep.
where the Australian cricket now up and going up? Because the media is all over the Tim Paine in his captaincy. It's not. I don't think so. That's bad. The Tim Paine did the captain all over the summer.
Sure.
The problem is now. I think that some of the people start saying that Paine have to be removed from the captaincy. What have you thought about that?
I think that's probably a bit of an overreaction at this stage.
Yeah.
Losing 2-1 to a very, very good nation is not a shameful thing.
Yeah.
Some people want to win every game when you can't win every game, or series in this case. I feel as though maybe we'll continue on with Tim. At the moment, I think they need to look a bit long and hard at the
as
team.
far as I know, all the concern,
Yeah.
Tim Paine still need to be as a captain because
Sure.
what happened with the Steve Smith, David Warner in the Newland saga, especially the ball tampering saga.
Yeah.
After that, they have the leader in terms of Tim Paine, who did as a perfectly as a team management.
Sure.
And team management believe that the Tim Paine can handle the situation all over the world. And Australia can put the captain for Tim Paine. And the way they lead from there, put as a nations, as a teamwork, I think he deserved to be captain. While
Yes.
in cricket you have some bad days, some good days,
Sure.
That's how you have a captain. You have to sacrifice that. And that's all about the games.
I think teamwork comes into play here, and I think a great example was the Indian teamwork over the series. It came extremely good, and that's why they won the series.
Yes.
Australia probably needs to look at the teamwork a bit more, maybe look at the structure of their team,
Yep.
and maybe there's a few changes that might have to be made.
Even the whole summer, what do we see? The opening struggles.
Yep.
Even with the Matthew Wade did the opening a couple of times.
Sure.
He struggled. Even after the David Warner,
Yep.
he came up. He didn't turn up as much as the expectations we have from the David Warner. And Phil Koski is the one new guy we're really excited to
Yes.
watch.
Yes.
But a bit of same on him, the hand shoulder, and he might miss the last taste. So Harris got the opportunity, but didn't grab that opportunity with both hands.
Yep.
Now I think the opener's all right, but he have to perform well in this big stages when it mattered the most.
It lacked a lot of big scores by the actual batsmen.
Yep.
I mean, we had won a couple of okay results, but the remainder was pretty benign overall, very average. and I think the batting probably let the team down more so than anything. I mean, you've got to make those runs before you can bowl at something reasonable.
Yeah, the problem for the Australia is just only two people scoring runs,
Yes.
Smith and Labuschagne. So
Yes.
if you have to win the test matches, alongside with the bowlers, you need some batsmen to make runs.
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
and at the moment, no one is looking like that.
No.
one going to be make runs alongside with two players.
That's correct.
So Tim Paine need to be a bit of quicker, you know. He have to score runs.
Yep.
He have to play according to the situations. I need to have to back, I think, Travis Head. He's too good a player to miss out. I don't
Yep.
know why the team management didn't pick him like Travis Head. He's
Yep.
too good a player, I reckon.
I think he'll be back. I think Travis will be back at some stage.
Yes.
I don't know when, but at some stage.
Matthew Wade is probably a good player with the T20 cricket, but
Yes.
in the Test match cricket for the long term, I think Australia need to be very keen on what's good. Maybe just have the BBL matches, just have the domestic cricket, have some boys from that.
Sure.
Okay, now the main point is now for the bowlers.
Yes.
Because whole tournament was up against like Indian batsmen
Yep.
versus the Australian pace attack
Yep.
alongside with Nathan Lyon.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll start with the Nathan Lyons first. He's the guy,
Yep.
no doubt about that.
Yep.
He missed it out. Unfortunately, he didn't got the 1 wicket for the 400 Test wicket
Yep.
in his 100 Test match. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
but if you look at the 4 Test matches that Nathan Lyon played,
Yep.
no, he didn't meet the expectation that
No.
Australian team wanted.
Correct. You are correct. He didn't
Yeah.
make that expectation. But it's horses for courses. He needs a wicket that can spin as well. So I don't
And
believe
he's a
he-
lone spinner. There's
He's
no
the
one-
lone spinner, that's correct.
Yes.
So I firmly believe we need to look at a backup of Nathan. I think somebody else needs to step up possibly. Maybe we need to look at a second spinner. Certainly when you go on to the
Yeah,
continent
for
you're going to.
win the Test match, a spinner have to play a big role.
Definitely.
That's why India and Ravichandran Ashwin and even Washington Centre, the debutant guy, haven't
Yeah.
played it. He can take wickets.
Ashwin did, of course,
Yes.
in the series.
Yeah.
He got some important
Even
wins.
Australia, have a look at the second Test match. They've been completely outplayed by India.
Yes.
So the third Test and the fourth Test,
Yep.
they have a perfect situation to win the matches.
Mhm.
What the problem arose was they didn't pick the wicket.
No,
Start.
that's correct.
I don't know what's happened to them. Start the same start. We get a lot of wickets
Yeah.
in the Australian summer every time.
Mm-hmm.
And even Josh Hazlewood, even if he took the 5 wickets for the last Test,
Yes.
but when it mattered the most, you have to take wickets. They have like a whole day to
Yeah.
wrap up the things for the Indian players.
Mhm.
But it's very hard to take like 6 or 7 wickets even though for
Yeah.
Australian pace attack.
That's
So
true.
that's the main problem. I don't think so. They need to back up the players.
They're
So
not
it's not
penetrating.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Payne, mid-start did well. Just chuck him out. Get another player in. No. So the main focus for the Justin Langer at the moment being the coach,
Yeah.
he had to look how the things works.
Mm-hmm.
He had to look out for the Australian cricket, and he had to take all the teams as a group
Yep.
and regroup it,
Yes.
and show that Australian cricket is still the number 1 in Test cricket.
That's right.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Yes,
We need a teamwork behind
and
Tim
just,
Mann.
they
Get
have to
behind
back
Tim
the
Mann.
players. They have to back the players, and
Yes.
they need to perform the situations. Like
Yep.
you cannot come and invite India every time and keep losing the series.
Mhm.
Now, even if they lost like 2-1 in the previous series, they can say, oh, it's like, hang on, we don't have David Warner.
Right.
We didn't have like Steve Smith.
Yep.
So probably with the inexperienced team, we lost with the team India. Now what?
Well,
Now
you
they
got-
have a full attack.
Yeah.
But what's like the Indian team really struggled. A lot of injuries, Howley's gone, those kind of situations. And even you didn't win the series. I cannot believe that was Australian cricket play. Peter, what's your third? What's your belief now? What sort of mindset the Australian team have to be? Scenarios.
Well, all the players have got to start performing.
Yep.
Get behind the captain and play as a team.
Yep.
And they're the 3 probably most important things I can see at this stage. I think performance is important for every individual, the teamwork, and
Yep.
get behind the captain. If you can do that, you've got a winning formula. And it's
Okay.
up to them to
The
prove
next
that. South
assignment
Africa.
for the Australia is up against South Africa in the South African conditions.
Yes.
So that will be on the next month, I reckon. But
Mhm.
at the moment, it looks like pretty tough with the corona. I think it's in South Africa.
Right.
With the last series, South Africa, I don't know to whom, they've been cancelled all over.
Right.
So it's a perfectly unavailable scenario. I don't know how the thing's going to work now.
Mhm.
But the corona in South Africa, but Australia really desperately want to play the Test.
Yes.
Not
Of
only
course.
because they lost to India, but with the points table in the World Test Championship.
Yep.
Because only 2 teams can qualify for the finals.
That's right.
India is at the moment is top.
Yes.
There's New Zealand as well.
Mm-hmm.
England as well. They're still in the hunt. But Australia desperately want to play the Test cricket
Yep.
to back that Demozo. They're like strongest part, like Australian cricket. If you go back in the 2000s, like even every country's come to the Australian tour, they will beat.
Yes.
They will beat every time.
Mhm.
Now these Indian teams suddenly, unexpectedly, I don't know what's happening. Maybe the young guy. Look at the Rishabh Pant, the way he played, like
It's a
the T20
resurgence.
mode. You can win the matches from there on. So one of the most important things the ICC need to be considered in this type of the game is, I heard about the ICC going to go back on the 4-day test match.
Okay.
No, you can't have the 4-day test.
No. Yeah, it's
Yep.
not Test cricket anymore.
Yet you need to have the 5 days. Like what happened in the 5 days, even if you lose a couple of stations with the rain,
Yep.
you win it. So you still have that kind of like things you need to watch. So some people say, okay, hang on, Test cricket is boring. No, Test cricket is not boring.
No, it's not.
If we have a perfect passions watching the game in the Test cricket, it is too good
Yes.
to watch the Test cricket rather than the ODIs and T20.
Yes.
In ODI and T20, you're going to go bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
It's nothing like that. You're going to have to hit every ball, especially in the T20 cricket.
Yes, you're correct. A Test match cricket is what the word says, test. It's testing every player over 5 days. And that's what's important to the game. That is the game of cricket.
Yep.
T20 came along a long time after Test cricket, and it was a improvisation to make money and another version of the game, and people need to concentrate a bit less or don't have less time to watch cricket. That's what it was designed to do. And it is a separate entity from Test cricket.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. In this special particular video, we discussed about how the Australian team lacks at the moment and what they need to be doing.
Sure.
And I wish all the best in the South African tour.
Yes.
They win it.
Thank you.
That's what I'm wishing because they need to win it.
They do. They've got to win.
Because-
They've
yep.
got to turn the tables.
You have to turn the table up, that's correct.
Otherwise they'll
Okay,
have the top two.
that's BBL game going up.
Mhm.
That's a little bit of retention in the IPL going up. What I
Right.
heard is Lasith Malinga has been now released from Mumbai Indians.
Right.
A quality player.
Yes.
Play only the ones for the one franchise all over the like 10, 11 years. Did a fantastic job. Highest wicket taker in the IPL.
Yep.
And Malinga says he's not going to play any more domestic cricket or any franchise cricket. So it's a great respect for Malinga
Yep.
from the Mumbai Indians as well.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of players being released. The top one, I think, Glenn Maxwell. What are you going to
Yeah.
say about that? Glenn Maxwell is a key man.
He
It
is.
doesn't matter. In the shortest form of the game, he is too good a player to miss out.
Yes.
So maybe he didn't meet the expectation, not winning the matches for
No.
the franchises. That's why I think he might be released.
Sure.
So the auction coming up, Peter,
Mhm.
for the Indian Premier League.
Mhm.
So is the real things to watch out at the moment is the retention policy that just finished and auction.
Yes.
I'm really keen forward on that one as well. But at the moment, it's hot topic. Australia lost the series against India in the Border Gavaskar Trophy 2-1.
That's correct.
That is the main topic at the moment.
Mhm.
And I wish them all the best in
Yep.
your South Africa tour.
Indeed.
And thank you so much for your Peters for your time. I know you in such a busy time, so it's
Sure.
very hard to pick up you.
Not a
Have
problem.
some time with you, have the.
My pleasure.
Yeah,
My pleasure,
thank you
Robert.
for very much.
Anytime.
Because people over in Nepal are really excited to see where's Peter.
You are.
Hang on. Why?
He's still
that's
here
for
and
you,
still going.
Especially the people in Nepal. That's Peter. Peter loved Nepal the most. And in coming days, maybe who knows, maybe Peter will travel to Nepal for some fun.
Sure
Thank you
indeed.
so much, Peter, for your timing. Until the next video, keep watching the Narendra Media. Like, share, subscribe it. We'll see you on the next time.
Good.
Thanks so
and
much,
good
Peter.
night, and thank you so much, Robert. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.